Hello to my Pisces. This is Queen Amura coming to you with your weekly reading. This is going to be for the 12th through the 19th. It'll be on the title, so you'll see which dates it is in case you want to kind of catch up on your readings. But we are coming up on the last quarter moon, right? We're already in the phase. The moon is going to be in Taurus. And so it could affect your neck, your vocal cords, your throat, your thyroid gland. So pay attention to that. So let's get into your reading. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Welcome back. All right, let's do it. Let's get into it. Right. So your first card out is the High Priestess. This is your first card out. And so your intuition is leading the way. So this week is going to call you. You're called to trust your inner knowing and to pay attention to subtle signs and synchronicities, right? So pay attention. That portal is wide open. We are winding down, closing out a cycle. So we're kind of like still in between that full moon phase and the last quarter moon phase, tipping closer towards the last quarter moon phase. So you want to pay attention to the downloads that you are getting, because as we get closer and closer to these within phases, you don't want anything to be a secret. So you want to take a chance. So what's the challenge here? The challenge for you all is going to be the Five of Cups. So you may feel moments of sadness or regret over the past. The challenge is shifting your focus from what's lost to what blessings remain. So that way you can put, see these two cups right here, where blessings remain. So that way you can put the past behind you, whoever you are. And so the past influences could have been the Hangman, right? Past influences of the Hangman, right? And you've recently gone through a pause or perspective shift. And so that time of waiting has given you new insight and wisdom on some things, right? And so your future influences is Ace of Cups, right? And so this is new emotional beginnings are ahead. So this could be love, healing, or spiritual renewal flowing into your life, right? So again, as you're getting your downloads, make sure you do not forget to record them. However you're going to record them. We do have e-journals on my website. You can go check those out. Or if you just want to schedule a personal reading, you can also reach out to me as well. And then we also have your conscious goal is the Nine of Pentacles. Someone's very, very aware that this is where you're trying to head to, is the Nine of Pentacles, which is mean you're striving for independence, stability, and self-sufficiency. So you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor and stand strong in your own worth, right? Yeah, independence. So part of that is going to call for keeping people out of your business in lay terms. The unconscious influence is going to be the Seven of Swords. Deep down, you may worry about deception or self-sabotage. And this is a reminder to act with honesty and protect your energy. Really protect your energy. See how this person is walking away and they're looking back? This is where you recall all fragments of yourself when you walk away from something, okay? Recall all parts of you. And then also with the Seven of Swords, it's not like when you walked away, walked out of rooms that people haven't talked about you. So there's a real, sword in the back feeling that, people have. That's legit. You've been around enemies and then you realize, been around loved ones and people have talked about you, behind your back, right? And so you always watching your back. Okay, who's talking about, what are they saying? Can I trust these energies, right? And so you always got to think about it yourself too. Like, what do you have in common? Because we're talking about air here. What do you have in common? Whenever people walk out the room, you don't talk about everybody behind their back. You don't join in the reindeer games with other people. So don't assume that other people are doing the same thing, spreading your information all through the air, right? And so some advice is really going to be the Strength card for you, is to approach this week with patience, courage, and gentle resilience. True power really comes from calm determination, not force, right? So see how this person is holding their lion back, right? That inner lion back, that's inner strength there. And so your external influences are really going to be a supportive, supportive friends, community, or joyful connections, right? That surround you. And so lean on others who uplift and celebrate your wins, right? So those are the energies that you want to focus on. Those are going to help. It's almost like helping pouring cleansing water on sword wounds, right? Yeah, so that's what's going to really, really help you so that you can continue to move on. And then in terms of just like kind of like your hopes and fears here would be the Eight of Swords. And so this is, you may feel stuck or trapped by circumstances, but this card also reminds you that the limitations are also in your mind. So you hold the key to freedom. You hold the key to freedom. See how this person right here, something could feel like you're drying up your creativity as you're walking away. But sources move right on to energies. Go where you're appreciated and not where you are tolerated. I would say that for anybody, right? And so the outcome is the Ten of Cups. This is the outcome, right? So back weeks in, happiness and emotional fulfillment are highlighted. Family relationships and inner harmony bring joy and peace, right? So that's the weeks in, right? So the week of the 12th through, because we're in eclipse season, right? So we just had a total lunar eclipse on that blood moon, and so solar eclipses actually happen on new moon since we're in eclipse season. And solar eclipses are about resetting, right? It's about resetting. And so the eclipse is a time of rebirth. The sun's rays are temporarily blocked from mirroring back to us, and so creating a sort of a void or cosmic chaos where everything becomes possible. You pack the cards and reshuffle, right? Yeah, so it's a rebirth happening here. Source is just cleansing up everything for you so that you don't have to sit around and hear certain things that were, maybe said about you behind your back, whether they're true or false. It could be someone else's truth, right? Because there's always two sides of the sword. And so sword. Okay, I think it kind of cut off, but yeah, there's always two sides of the sword here. And so for you, like it's like moving from one table to the next. Source is saying, I see you, it's time to open your vault door. It's time to pull your birth chart and find out what your north node is, really, if you haven't already done so. So here we have, I see you being booked and busy, not burdened and bitter at all. That's the message from your ancestors, right? So it's time to heal your wounded healer, right? And so you have a gift of telepathy, right? And so this is a transference of thoughts, feelings, ideas, emotively and superconsciously. There could be a Leo sun or Leo moon, who could be, this, we were just joking. We were just kidding, joking, that kind of thing, right? That could come up in your dreams or your downloads. And sources like, for you, something is really, really not funny. It just felt really painful, right? So your enemy's plan backfired. And that's the enemy within. That's the enemy within. Everybody deserves the best. Everybody deserves the best. So you're taking a leap of faith, right? And so for those of you all who have taken my tarot card reading classes, I still have those available. Also, birth chart, a complete and total breakdown of your birth chart. So you can go to my website, queenamonra.com, for that information, or you can reach out to me, 202-460-3205, right? So it's all becoming clearer now. Something is becoming very, very clear now. So, trust your first mind, and you are protected and loved. You are protected and loved. What I'm picking up here with the Hangman as well, as we close out the cycle in love, is something is generational. Something is generational in someone's family. This is the Hanged One. This is Neptune, which is currently retrograde. And as you start paying attention to your body, like I said before, when the moon is in Taurus, which it currently is if you're watching this on the 11th, and it'll still be in Taurus on the 12th, you can feel it in your neck, your vocal cords, your throat, your thyroid gland, and then by Saturday, it's going to move into Gemini. Saturday and Sunday to move into Gemini. You'll feel it in your shoulders, your arms, hands, bronchial tubes, your lungs. By Monday, the 15th, we are moving into Cancer, right? Your stomach, the breast, womb area, ovary. So you start feeling like, okay, If you start feeling something in your stomach where you're just like, okay, I feel sick, I don't feel nurtured in a particular environment, when I think about certain environments, that's when you kind of know, okay, your body is trying to tell you, being around certain people, places, and things really makes you almost sick to your stomach. You may not understand why, but you're starting to get the whole point. By Wednesday and Thursday, 17th and 18th, the moon would have moved into Leo again. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it'll be in Leo, and then we, like I said, then on the new moon, which is on the 20th, on Sunday, then we have that solar eclipse, and that's where the reset is. That's where you just hit a reset button, like, okay, I'm feeling it in my body. I need to pay attention to my body. I need to take notes. Pay attention to your body. So let's set an intention here. Set an intention. That's always helpful too, to set an intention. But yeah, you absolutely want to pay attention to your body. Your body is trying to tell you something. Hey, you don't feel safe in certain environments. You feel like, you know, something is going to be mirrored back at you if you're sitting around a group of energies. So it's saying it's time to say goodbye to it. Time to put a manhole cover over it. It's time to say goodbye. Because you don't want to go to the Six of Cups, where which connects us with Scorpio, which is a death card, where you're just sitting there kind of like in zombified state, right? So eagles fly above crows, right? Eagles fly above crows. So you don't want to carry some weight on your, you just don't want to carry the weight on your back, the emotional weight on your back of maybe what was said about you behind your back, and people are, ha 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 ha, it was so funny. We're just kidding. It was all a joke. So you're just releasing it, right? Victory and success. Again, main focus is going to be on your 10th house, which may have you to kind of sort of double back and recognize, hey, time for me to move on. Time for me to move on. That is what I have for you all. Let's pull one last card, and I think that's it. Again, thank you for joining me. I'm sending everybody lots of love and light. Lots of love and light to everybody. Thank you for sending it back to me. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Continue flying high, right? Financial health. That's right. Somebody's focusing on their financial health at this point. That's what I have for you. See you in the next video. Bye.